Hello, good morning students. Welcome back to the another concept in the evolution. This time I am here to discuss with you about mechanism of evolution and the types of speciation and Hardy-Weinberg principle. Firstly, we are going to learn about mechanism of evolution. How evolution happened is different. What is the process involved in the formation of species is different. So, mechanism of evolution means the process involved in that how species are upgraded into the new individuals. About this, so many scientists have been shared their opinions. Mainly if we talk about the Mendel, first scientist Gregor Mendel, he is father of genetics. In the principles of inheritance lesson we will call up all his principles. Now the Mendel said that mechanism of evolution, nothing but the speciation is inheritable by some factors. Today such factors are calling up as genes. So they are called Mendelian factors according to this. Suppose if a tall tree is there, this is the tall tree is there, then its genotype is capital T, capital T. Genes are always existing as a sets, means pairs on the chromosomes. So on the chromosome capital T is there, that represents tall. Tall is phenotype. Tall is phenotype. So capital T, this is genotype. So genotype decides phenotype. About the genotypes and phenotypes in the principles of inheritance, nothing but genetics lesson we will learn more. So if any alteration in the genotype, nothing but it is a capital T small t, then it will be medium height plant. So that phenotype will change according to the genotype. So that the factors nothing but genes should alter by some kinds of mutations and changes, then only in the phenotypes some changes will be executed. The changes occurs in the genotype reflects in the phenotype. What is phenotype? Observable thing. What is genotype? Inside the chromosome they will be there, they are responsible for one character. So this is what the contribution regarding mechanism of evolution by the Mendel. If we talk about the scientist Darwin, according to the Darwin, they had come, new species had come by variations. All this is set of natural selection and the changes are very small. They are also inheritable through acquired characters and they are directional and they are gradual. So during a mechanism of evolution, species comes up by variations and changes occurs in them are very small changes and they are directional. Directional means what? Without any deviation, step by step they will go by one species to another species levels and they are gradual. This is what entire the contribution given up for the mechanism of evolution by scientist Darwin, who call up as a father of evolution, and Mendel is a father of genetics. Now the most popular is Hugo de Vries theory. Hugo de Vries, he said that saltations, who used the term saltations means Hugo de Vries, who used the terms variations means Darwin, and Darwin said that the variations are small, here the saltations are large, and he worked on evening primrose, evening primrose plant he worked upon and said the saltations and these mutations are large or single point mutations and they are directionless. They are directionless, absolutely opposite to the Darwin principle. So Darwin principle is directional, whereas Hugo de Vries mutational theory is directionless. So the species are directionless. Next, they are gradual, they are fast. These mutations are fast. Understand? And random, fast and random. Understand? This is gradual, but this fast and random. These are the contributions from Mendel, Darwin and Hugo de Vries because of the mechanism of evolution. Let me recap in a quick time. Mendel said that factors are responsible for the mechanism of evolution. Such factors are genes. Some sequences will be changed in the genes called genotypic sequences. Such sequences can execute in the character, nothing but color, height, size, shape, whatever the property and all. Next scientist is a Darwin. According to the Darwin, mechanism of evolution, new species comes through the variations and small changes. They are directional and gradual. Whereas according to the Hugo de Vries, there are saltations, then there are large mutations, and they are directional less and fast and random. So let us see how the species are coming according to the evolution, mechanism of evolution, different types of speciations.
Speciation can occur in four ways: allopatric, sympatric, peripatric, and parapatric speciation. Consider a species of snails living together happily. Due to geographical isolation, the population gets divided. Each divided population evolves separately. After a time period, they cannot reproduce together, meaning they have evolved into two separate species. This type of speciation due to geographical isolation is called as allopatric speciation. Peripatric speciation is similar to allopatric speciation, wherein the geographical isolation occurs at the periphery, isolating a small population. This small population evolves separately from the parent population, and over a period of time, two separate species are formed that cannot mate with each other. From the word peripatric, we can remember that speciation is occurring at the periphery. The geographical barriers in the allopatric and peripatric speciation can either be a river, an ocean, mountain, valley, etc. In a large population, random genetic differences can arise in a small population, leading to altered preferences or behavior. The new population evolves within the same area, leading to the generation of a separate species which can no longer interbreed with the parent species. This type of speciation, wherein two species evolve together without any geographical isolation, is called as sympatric speciation. When the surrounding area or the niche of the population changes due to factors like pollution, it leads to the generation of two niches, one original niche and a second new niche which is formed due to pollution. The species in the new niche undergoes random genetic differences to adjust to the polluted environment. Partial spatial isolation leads to parapatric speciation, that is, the snail in the clean and polluted area become two distinct species over a period of time. However, the two species are connected through a hybrid zone. Parapatric speciation is slightly different from sympatric speciation because the evolution of the new species takes place in a separate niche, and in sympatric speciation the evolution of both the new species occurs together. A similar effect is seen with a population around a large water body wherein continued differences in the species is observed due to the presence of garbage at one end. In case of allopatric and peripatric speciation, geographical isolation leads to genetic isolation. However, in case of sympatric and parapatric speciation, genetic isolation leads to geographical isolation. We can also say that this is due to the ecological isolation, as the genetic differences changes the ecological behavior of the organism. Also, we must note that peripatric and parapatric speciation both occurs in a small niche. To summarize it, allopatric speciation occurs due to geographical isolation, and both the species evolve separately. Peripatric speciation is like allopatric speciation occurring at a small level, where the geographical barriers separate the two species at the periphery and evolution occurs separately. In parapatric speciation, due to ecological changes, genetic differences occur leading to speciation. The evolution takes place in the adjacent niche. In sympatric speciation, ecological differences or random genetic differences takes place in a small population which then reproduces and evolve within the same population or the same niche as that of the parent population.
To explain the mechanism of speciation, let me take a good example. This is a limited population. In this entire, this is a population. This is a broad peak and a limited population. There were three types of mechanisms are there to evolve the new species. In that first thing, I am explaining you. First type of speciation. This is a stabilizing method. In this stabilizing method, what is happening in the limited population or given population is some problem has come, some calamity has come on the both the directions. This is the first case. In the both the directions, suppose in the limited family, one character if you take, that's nothing but a color. If you take, black will be there, white will be there, and intermediate also there. But all three together is called population. If you take a character height, dwarf will be there, tall will be there, medium also will be there. So that if you take any character, minimum will be there, maximum will be there, average is also will be there. So minimum, maximum, average, all three together is called one population. If a problem occurs in both the directions, means for maximum and for minimum characters the problem has come, then what will happen? Maximum turns towards center and minimum also towards center. Then what will happen? Average character pupil will be selected by the nature and minimum and maximum will be eliminated. Suppose if you take the plants, so xerophytes will be there, hydrophytes will be there, as well as mesophytes will be there. So most of the plants are mesophytes, means medium water condition they require, right? Hydrophytes means they require full water. Xerophyte means even in the dry condition they can grow. So that is the least condition. Hydrophytes is the highest condition. Average condition is mesophytes. So that environment select average ones, not top ones and not bottom ones. In that case, what happened? The medium, so maximum characters are also joining into the intermediate and the minimum are also joining into the intermediate. So that intermediate pupil will be raised. So in that speciation, intermediate pupil will be selected. Then peak will be narrow peak will be appeared. Such a type of selection is called stabilizing selection. I repeat about stabilizing selection. In a population, three category of people will be there. Average will be there, best will be there, and least will be there. Means highest characters having pupils will be there, average characters having people will be there, and least characters having people will be there in all the dimensions. That may be of any property. Clear? When problem comes for maximum and minimum, maximum pupil turns into average to survive. Minimum pupil also turns into average to survive. If they are not turning into the average, minimum as well as maximum will be eliminated. That is not natural selection. So in the stabilizing type of natural selection, which type of species are selecting? average people are selecting. So that what type of peoples are converted into average? Maximum pupils are also turning into average, minimum pupils are also turning into average. Then in such a selection, average characters pupil number will be increased so that it gets to the peak. Understand? Such a type of selection is called stabilizing selection. This is a type 1. Let us see type 2. In the type 2, in the second type, what is happening? Disruptive selection takes place. What is disruptive selection? In the first case, problem occurs for maximum and minimum, right? But now the problem occurs for average. So problem occurs for average. That time what happens? Some average will turns into maximum and some average will turn into minimum to survive. By adapting characters from the average to minimum or maximum, they are turning up. That time, what type of peak has come? So, the average people are turns towards maximum, as well as that average people sometimes turns into the minimum. So, two peaks will be there. There is no average. This is called disruptive. The given population disrupted into two different types of species with two different types of characters. But here all characters are merging, here characters are converting. Now, third type. So, which type of individuals are selecting in the stabilized? Average are selected. But here average is eliminated. Here who are eliminating? Maximum and minimum are eliminating. Here who are selected? Maximum and minimum are selected. These are important things in the case of questions. Now the third type is that this is called directional. Directional is third type. In this what happens? In the first case problem occurs for minimum and maximum corners so that they come center and peak will become narrower and heighter. In second case problem comes at the center, then species comes towards the corners, nothing but maximum or minimum. Now the problem comes in one direction, either this or this one, not both the sides. That time what happened? All the species, average, minimum and maximum, all are shifted to another direction when problem is here. So minimum, average, maximum, all are selected, nothing is eliminated. So this is directional. Understand? So species formation by the nature will be three cases. One is a stabilizing, second one is a disrupting, third one is directional. In stabilizing, average ones will be selected, minimum and maximum quality people or population will be eliminated. Now in the second case, disrupting, different, that is opposite to the stabilizing. Average peoples will be eliminated, maximum and minimal peoples will be selected. Whereas in the three, nothing is eliminated, nothing is selected. Sorry, all are selected, nothing is eliminated, all are selected, comes together corner. Suppose when food problem comes to the giraffe, all giraffes are become long necked nowadays. So today there was no short neck giraffe, long neck giraffe. All are adapted the characters, so that is a directional. Best example for the directional speciation is formation of giraffe with a long neck. So this is what the three different types of speciation types. These are the two concepts today you learned. One is mechanism of evolution, second one is formation or different types of speciations. About the Hardy-Weinberg principle, there was a lot of calculations are there and different types of models of sums are there. In the next video we will see. So I hope you understand the two concepts and attend the assignment easily. Thank you.